Maureen Daryl, artist in recovery. What's going on? It's 2:13 in the morning, West Coast time. It's still the 9th of November, 2023. I'm barely awake and barely alive. Zombie, Weaver, John C., Roseman, California. Yeah. I was seeing on the local news reports of what was happening in Los Angeles, or actually Hollywood. Holy crap, dude. What the hell was she thinking? I mean, if we're trying to put a lid on everything here and trying to keep people from trying to kill each other, geez, let's get a film out there of people trying to kill each other and watch all hell break loose. I used to admire this woman. I used to admire this woman when she was on the screen breaking out as the Wonder Woman. You know, when you're an Israeli, you get out of high school, you serve about a couple of years in the military and get to be put on reserve or active. And for the most part, every Israeli out there, man and woman, have turned out to be citizen soldiers. And they're drawing upon nearly the entire population just to go over one small strip of land that can barely fit in Manhattan, the island of Manhattan. Incredible. And now we got this senseless slaughter happening over the past month. I kept asking myself, what the hell is Hamas trying to think of? I mean, what are they doing? I know they needed to spread the message of Israel being a pain in the ass to them and trying to get attention one way or another, but come on. Where's the logic in this damn shit? And I can't even think of the damn logic. There is no logic in it. There is none. It's what I was trying to say one way or another, pal, that cause and effect is blending into each other and we don't even know where it's going to stop. And how many times I keep trying to go over a little bit of history in my head, trying to think the logic out, trying to feel it out. It ain't going to stop. It's not going to stop. We're going to continue to deal with this until everything else is burned up, apparently. I'm expecting Europe to go nuts over this one. It's bad enough America's going nuts over the damn thing. Did you catch the debates last night? You know who didn't show up for the whole thing? And yet, miles away in the same state, he goes a little nutty. Not to mention losing his mind and his mental capacity. Hungary is next to Russia? Somebody better teach this guy what geography is all about. And not to mention give him status of what lunatics are running which particular country. Because he screwed up with China and Korea big time on that one. That was screwed up, I swear. If he's going to have that many supporters out in Florida, how come they didn't have that many supporters out in New York where they still got that civil trial going on? You hardly hear anything about that one. When I was watching the portions of Trump's rally in Florida at the same time they were having the debates out in Florida. I was seeing some of the people over there. They were still transfixed by this guy. I was trying to see if there was anybody out there who was getting sick and tired of the whole damn shit. And just getting tired of it, you know. A little bit of a disgusting look or something like that on their face. No. They love him just as well. They claim that Biden is mentally not there, ill equipped to deal with the presidency. And Trump is. When Trump keeps forgetting things left and right and screws things up left and right. Holy crap. Gets even better. Darfur. I haven't heard that name in about three and a half decades. We hardly ever heard anything about issues in Africa unless there was something major going on that caught the world's attention. Over the past, what was it, between 3 and 4 decades, we were catching more and more news about what was happening in the African continent. Genocidal cleansings. Tribes trying to kill each other off. Warlords still holding on to power, losing power. Other new warlords coming up and trying to gain more control. You know, there was a show called ER. Long time ago. It ran for, what, 2 decades? About that. One of the major characters was showing to be put on Doctors Without Borders and going into different areas where there was ethnic cleansing going on. Powerful things to show people. And you know what I didn't see? Outrage. I didn't see outrage. Yeah, I was asking what was going on in Africa, but how does that affect us out here in the States? Ooh, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. There wasn't that many rallies happening, but you have something happen out in the Middle East, dude. Now you're seeing the outrage and everyone else going hell in a handbasket at this point. I'm kind of surprised that Germany didn't go nuts. They got a thing against of anti-Semitism a bit. They don't want neo-Nazis coming out of the woodworks again. And this would have. This really would have. I mean, hell, it's happening out here in the States, dude. Did you check out what was happening out in Los Angeles? In the city of Hollywood? Museum of Tolerance out there. As I said before, concerning about Miss Gadot. I did mention her name. She was the one that actually put this event going on. What was her intention? To stir up racial trouble? I understand trying to educate the public at this point over here what they feel about. And LAPD sent out a contingent. And they were definitely used. They almost put out a citywide tactical alert on the whole situation. Trying to call the disturbances. Hell, people are trying to kill each other out there. There's a hell of a lot of racial tension going on. It's spreading like a cancer, dude. Now, I know people are going to be saying, he's Hamas supporting. No. But you have to look back and understand. You have to look back and understand, and people aren't doing it. They don't care. When you cover that with that much anger in your eyes, you don't see anything else, dude. You just don't. The political stage that we show that happened in Florida, there was not one support for the Palestinian people in Gaza or in the West Bank. Not one. Am I Palestinian? No. But I saw a hell of a lot of suffering out there trying to get a few Hamas assholes out there. And Gaza looked like it was being carpet bombed entirely up and down the area. 25 miles in length, 3 to 7 miles wide in certain areas of the whole area. Pushed against the sea, squished against Egypt, who doesn't want the damn shit happening, and they got border walls up in that area. I understand the Israelis' need for making the point across of never again. Okay, fine. And they had atrocities happening in Israel. What I don't understand is a full-fledged war. These people can't even barely take care of themselves. Hamas could. Hamas could. I'm trying to understand the anger and retribution of trying to wipe out Hamas off the face of the earth and to think that's going to be it. These assholes keep forgetting. It's not happening. You take out this particular generation's cancer, but you've already got the new one set up because you've already set the damn thing up already. And so does Hamas. They want this damn continuation. They want the continuing war. They don't want peace. They want total instability. That's what they want. That's what they got. And they also want public opinion to turn against Israel one way or another. If they really wanted to attack America, they're using the Israeli-Palestinian populations to do it for them. They think that's going to destroy our cities? No. It's not going to raise them. It's not going to level them. Same asshole type thinking was about 9/11. That was going to cripple America. Well, temporarily. And then we got pissed off enough that we went out and 20 years later we found Osama bin Laden. We killed his ass. But in the process, what the hell did we do for Iraq and Afghanistan? I'm still questioning on that one. Iraq, I kept wondering why. Afghanistan, I can understand. Bin Laden was a Saudi. I don't know about the rest of the makeup of the other people who were in the plans trying to kill us. They left a lasting legacy. This is going to be coming up and biting us in the ass about 20 or 30 years again down the road. Is Israel going to be doing the same damn shit about 20 or 30 years? My question is, if they really wanted to get rid of Hamas, and if they really thought about genocidal war on the Palestinians, instead of just doing carpet bombing with smaller bombs, and this scares the hell out of me on this one here, because this would be really sitting off the repercussions, that they would authorize. And if I happen to say this damn thing, this is going to go nuts on this one. But shit, people are still thinking and feeling it right now as it is. wiping Gaza off the face of the earth and then going after West Bank. Yeah, that makes me sick to my stomach. Just to do the never again and think they can feel safer after that. They say it's what Hamas and the Palestinians have wrought upon themselves. I kept trying to ask myself on this one here, Daryl. If they really hated Hamas that bad, how come they allowed this shit to happen in the first place? And why weren't they doing anything to get rid of them? If they really wanted their plight to be known, they could have been making some kind of headway or something to keep telling the United Nations, hey, we still need help from Israel. We don't like what Netanyahu's doing to us. Can you help us out? But no, it happened. The attacks happened. And worse, Palestinian people hiding them one way or another. Hamas was insulated and insinuated and integrated. No wonder Egypt's having an issue with the Palestinian people because they don't know if they're Hamas or not, and they don't want Hamas spreading around. I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm listening to all these news reports happening, not to mention they're talking about, as I said before, about Africa. We haven't heard anything about them, except maybe sporadically. Africa does affect our economy. Minerals that they use show up in our electronics that they're definitely needed to have our electronics work. But this crap, I don't know anymore, my friend. I don't know.